Background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In a world that is not what it seems, and where people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are. Three heroes fight to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, and to keep Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed. Now, let's join the Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, and the half-satyr, half-halfling bard, Nastly, as they band together in their enduring pursuit of a fool's quest.
And we are back. So last time you guys helped Tim and Terry fight Chyla Tough, and he didn't end up being that tough after all.
Super easy fight.
Yeah, you pretty much hacked him to little bits.
You're welcome.
Extra tiny bits and pieces.
You found out he was an actual cannibal because his name is Actual Cannibal Chyla Tough, and he was cooking a human. And then you also picked up a dagger that you're not sure is what it does, and an axe that you're not sure what that does as well. So just put that it is Chyla Tough's dagger and Chyla Tough's axe until you can get somebody to check it out for you.
Properly identify it.
Yep. So you guys are standing near the cabin. It's in the middle of the night. Tim had bolted off in werewolf form to go hunting because I made a roll and he did not succeed to break out of his werewolf form. And Terry, ever stoic Terry, decided to break out of his form and collected he took the leather armor and their share of the gold to go back to the
leather apron. What type of leather is that?
It's the type of leather you would assume you would get from an actual cannibal.
It's the bad leather. We already talked about this.
So is there like a face on the back shoulders?
Like, yeah, you know, an Evil Dead with the Necronomicon. Yeah, looks like that. All dried and stretched.
That's unpleasant.
Pieced together with crude stitch work, various different
he's a man.
pigments in the leather tone.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
Where's the moon? Like, I mean, is it super late? Is it? I'm gonna punch you in the face.
It's shortly after dark. Like, it was dinner time. That's why he was making that stew. So, I mean, you guys have plenty of time left in the evening.
Clear the human out of the cabin, just nap here.
Did the stew smell good?
Stop that.
I wasn't going to eat it. I was just curious. I mean, it's got peppers.
Drag the body out and just sleep here.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Let's clear out the stew and the body and.
Yeah. Yep. This is north of Cheddar, so you guys were heading from Cheddar up to Gilio's Landing. You need to go through Buxby, though.
Right.
Buxby is from previous episodes where you guys saved
Maggie Mills.
Yeah, Maggie Mills, Brian Mills' niece, and a daring
with our particular set of skills.
Okay, so is that what you guys plan on doing? Dragging the body out, throwing it?
Drag the body, throw it in the... Should we throw it in the shed so we don't have, like, there's not bears and...
Depends. Can I investigate those peppers?
Scavenging.
Sure.
Well, not with Chaya's body decaying and festering because of his necrotic damage. I wonder if maybe we just use that, throw the bodies on top of it, and it just would all fester and dissolve before too long.
I don't think the necrotic damage would transfer from Chaya's body to this other body.
My sword didn't do it. The curse did it.
Oh, yeah. That's just
but
fun.
yeah, we can go drag the.
You just
body.
keep attacking him. The curse
not
just
me.
keeps working.
I'm almost 70.
Yeah,
you 2
I'll
young bucks
take care of it. Yeah,
can drag it out.
we'll follow Thaddeus'
with Chaya.
suggestions.
Is that a hoof joke?
Yes.
Fuck, it's racist.
I am going to make so many hoof jokes now.
The peppers look good, like solid peppers. Like you guys could save them for yourselves, add them to your packs.
Doesn't seem like any human bits went in the peppers.
No
Just
human
peppers?
like this. I mean, it looks like he was a quality gardener and made some good peppers. The other thing also, you guys did commit to if you found anything good for Ingvald's
Ingvald, yeah, I was
potential
just thinking-
beers, you could send it back.
Dude, peppers.
You could send it back
yeah.
with Terry for the
Cannibal
brewery.
peppers would be
I
great in a brew.
I wouldn't eat any stuffed peppers.
Yeah, don't
No.
do that. But these are
But-
pickled peppers.
These are pickled peppers for his stew.
Yeah. How many are there? Like lots?
He had a full shelf of it, so let's say there are 18 jars of different peppers, and they are.
I'll send as
How many
many as
pecks of
Terry
pickled
can.
peppers?
Yeah, send as many as Terry can take back.
Okay. Well, Terry wasn't headed out for a full-on adventure, so he's got room in his packs for
Yeah.
Yeah,
stuff.
but there's only one at the moment. So we got to wait for Tim to come back.
Well, he'll communicate that to Tim. We're not
Tim's clothes are still out there, though, so Terry could load up Tim's clothes
Yeah,
with
just
it.
put these on. Why are they heavy? Don't ask questions.
Do as you're told, Tim.
Yeah, I'll let Terry do that. Take the peppers back for Ingvald.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then otherwise, let's get the body out of the cabin.
I'll dispose of the body.
I'll take the soup outside and dump it wherever the body's at.
Do the fling.
You guys crash overnight so you can regain your spell slots.
Yes.
You get some rest. You have food rations that you had set aside for the travel anyways, so you eat through your night's worth of rations there. But you've got a nice warm fire going. And Terry doesn't stay the night with you guys because he doesn't really need to. He set Tim's clothes to the side so when Tim's done hunting, he can get his stuff and head back. But Terry just starts heading back to town to report in.
Awesome. Long rest?
Yep, long rest.
I need a long rest for
Yay,
my,
all my
spell
spells.
slots.
I actually didn't use that many spell slots. I used a lot of cantrips. Only used 3 spell slots.
Too late now, but shouldn't I be rolling a d20 for my wild magic?
I am sorry, Will Robinson. I am afraid I goofed.
Yes, you should. So when you guys wake up in the morning, you have your normal routine. So you've got Satyr, who's doing his goat things.
Yeah, I'm eating my food and singing a very annoying song in the background.
Malphaedor needs to talk to his Helm of Heroism
Yes, I
or
do.
make his check, make a save. So you either need to come up with a story to tell your Helm, or you have to make a roll.
Does one of my songs count as a shitty story if it's about him?
Well, since
He's got to tell it to it.
Since it's so fresh in my mind, I'll recount the tale of Chaya Tough.
I don't know if that's heroic. That was mostly you kicking a man who's down. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything except stab a
There
frozen
wasn't a
man.
lot of heroism in that.
It's my story. I'll spin it how I want. Mr. Bard.
And I will say, the Helm, as you
I
are
sing
telling,
real stories.
as you're recounting the story, the entire time,
The Helm's
it's,
probably giving me shit, too.
Oh, no wonder you're an Oathbreaker. You can't keep anything straight, can you?
at the end of it, it still lets you. It still
This is
counts.
delightful. I love it.
This Helm is going to be the best thing ever.
Does it communicate with just me, or is it audible
It's
to
psychic
everybody?
just with you.
Okay.
Because if you fail it, then it psychically impacts you and makes you afraid of shit.
Right.
No, I don't want to fight. Ugh.
Looks cool as hell, though.
It does look cool as hell, and it's going to be my favorite character in the game going forward. Okay, so you tell the story. He sasses you back, but you're good to go. Over to Thadeus.
While everyone's waking up and doing their thing, I'm going to pull out the Amulet of Many Worlds that Hobbs left for me. And there's a note with it. It says, "To whom it may concern, I'm leaving the Amulet of Many Worlds with my good friends Malphaedor and Ingvald, with strict instructions to give it to someone that might understand it more than I do. I was never very good at magic. I retrieved the amulet when I bravely faced off with a giant Ingle single-handedly. The one time I used it, it took us to another world where there was some sort of dinner party in a garden. If you choose to use it, the activation word is potato salad. Be careful and good luck."
Does that
Hobbs.
count?
No, because I didn't say it out loud.
I don't know what kind.
You sure you didn't read it out loud?
I don't know what kind of weird old man you are. Maybe you're sitting
Thaddeus
there like,
didn't
That
read
would
it
be
out loud.
great.
sitting there. The activation word is fuck. From across, you just hear Malphaedor.
Potato salad. Wait, potato salad.
Greyhawk, damn it!
So I'm going to say potato salad at this point.
Inside the cabin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're still
Where
inside
were
the
you?
cabin. So.
No, I know. No, Thaddeus doesn't know not to say inside the cabin. He doesn't know exactly how it works.
Oh no, I'm totally okay with it. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't think to go outside.
Wait, where am I?
He doesn't know.
I think I'm outside the cabin. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you said you went out to eat.
Ah, shit.
Well, I'm just sitting in the corner talking to my hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
So I'm just sitting on the bed, reading the note.
I'm on
and
the roof, I think, now.
looking
That's
at
one of my
the-
goat.
That makes sense.
I think about it.
Oh my god, you should have been a fainting satyr. You get too scared, your legs just get stiff, and you topple over.
Any loud noise has got to make a save.
I literally make the loud noises.
Please
Yeah,
make
but
that
if
a
somebody
thing.
else makes a loud
Please make
noise.
that a thing. Every time you cast Thunderclap.
You scare yourself. Faint.
No, but I'm going to come across some family members that do that. That's later on in the story. Remember this.
Side quest.
Side quest.
Side quests. Okay, shit.
Back up, note.
All right, so...
All right.
All right, painting satyrs. There's going to be a whole city of them. Okay, so just to get this right, Thadeus reads this note from Hobbs, which he's been kind of carrying around with him. It was gifted to you by Ingvald and Malphaedor after you kind of joined the team, and Ingvald left. And so you read it, and this amulet of the Well of Many Worlds. It's a bronze amulet with specks of black peppered all over it. On the face is the image of a large purple planet with short lines jutting out to smaller circles that are planets that encompass the entire amulet. So upon using the amulet, small nimbus blue points start to form on the floor underneath your feet, creating a magic light that brightens the entire room, which is the entirety of the cabin. Lights all lift from the floor and shoot incredibly fast towards the amulet. After the last light has disappeared, the face of the amulet explodes open, and an army of nimbus blue ants burst forth from the amulet. The ants swarm Thadeus, toppling him to the ground with magic force.
Oh god, my hip!
But there's no pain, so right before you hit the ground, a magical force fluff pillow catches you. Once on the ground, the ants lift the caster with great speed and run Thadeus head first toward a wall that forms right into a portal right before you crash into it. And then Thadeus disappears into a 3.5-foot tall portal that is now halfway up the wall, and the other half goes into the ground. And Malphaedor sees all of this while recanting the story of fighting Shyla Tough the night before, and your jaw is dropped to the ground.
What the fuck?
Did I hear him audibly say potato salad?
Yes.
Yeah, you would have had
Okay.
to. Yeah.
So,
At least you know what happened.
so I kind of have a gist of what just happened.
Yeah, but that's not how it happened last time.
Right.
Remember
Yeah.
the amulet vomited
Like vomited,
everywhere?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting on the bed, reading the note, and then I start turning the amulet over in my hand, and I very confusingly, it's like potato salad, and then the ants.
Okay.
The Nimbus Blue Magic Ants.
Yes.
I yell very loudly as loud as I can outside to MC Nasty. Nasty!
Nastly, there's an L in it.
I just call him Nasty.
That's fair.
Accurate.
I hop off the roof, hit the ground, and hop through the nearest window. Hoof first.
I immediately direct his attention to the portal. I said, "We have a sorcerer to rescue."
All you hear after that is like the toot of a little harmonica, or not harmonica,
A kazoo?
a kazoo as I go through the thing.
Like, what are you tooting? What noise?
The charge sound.
It's the start of the charge sound, but all you hear is as it's already through the portal. Because I don't carry any things.
Did
I
we
have
make
all my
breakfast
stuff on me.
before we did all this?
I was eating already. I ate my food. I don't care about what you guys
I
did.
hadn't.
I wake up before everyone, so I just was on the roof and hanging out outside doing shit.
Shove a biscuit in your mouth as you run through the portal.
All right, let's do this. And into the portal I go.
Thadeus, you go head first right into this wall, and right before you hit the wall, with this little army of ants, a portal forms in front of you, and the ants run you through it. But as the ants hit the portal, they disappear, and your body keeps moving forward.
I'm thrown.
So you're thrown.
Through the other side.
You're about a foot off the ground. So you go into the other side of the portal and you land face first with a mouthful of sand. And
so when I fell over onto my stomach.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Yep. You fell over.
Yeah. So I'd have seen the wall coming at me, and then the portal opened at the last second.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So a beach spreads as far as your eyes can see. It is daylight, so you don't need your goggles. Looking inland, a light line of trees sprawl forward, growing more dense as the elevation climbs upward into the mainland. A trail rests a short distance from where you arrive, and you have sand in your mouth and on the right side of your face from where you landed.
I will stand up and spit the sand out of my mouth first, and then dust myself off, clean up my robes, and wipe my face off. Just kind of look around and take in. Then all of a sudden, I was in a cabin, and now I'm on a beach.
Shortly after you stand up and compose yourself as much as possible, you hear the tail end of a charge song from a kazoo as MC Nastly bursts forth from the portal that you came through.
Yes, I finished the song and I land slightly to the left of you.
Your hooves hit the sand, and it is kind of a softer sand, so they leave really nice imprints in it, but you're like... and then Malphaedor?
Yeah, he's not the most dexterous person in the world, so he just sort of comes through and lands in a pile of clanking metal.
Do like a little roll.
Falls into a heap.
Yeah.
Ching.
It's like half in the water, half on the beach.
So you guys see what Thadeus saw with the woods, and the inland goes uphill, and the woods become more dense and tall trees as they continue to climb up in the hill. But there's a trail that leads up into the wooded area.
So I motioned to Thadeus. I said, "Oh yeah, we should have warned you about that."
What exactly happened?
That amulet it has the ability to open portals, random portals,
just like somewhere else in Euphrates.
Well, not necessarily. Someplace else. Last time we did it, we ended up in the realm of a god, and we had to find our way back.
You met a god?
He wasn't actually there though. Good times though. Good times. Good food. Good wine.
So how many times have you used this amulet before now?
Just once.
Just once.
Just once. I would never use it again.
Why not? This could take us who knows where.
That's exactly why we haven't used it again.
I'll just study it once we get back.
If you could master its abilities, that would be a very interesting
once we find
resource.
a library, I'll do some research on it.
Perhaps when we get to the collective, if we ever get back.
It's a good idea. Knowing that the last time it took them to the plane of a god, do we recognize anything that might give us a clue as to where we might be? Like, would it be a religion check or...
Well, you do know several of the gods that are out there, and some of them live in very evil-style worlds. Mm-hmm. So you would assume that this doesn't look like a burning inferno, or something like that. You're not sure, though, with it only having been used once. You also remember that not only did you go to a place where there were the gods, but also you went to a place where there was an agent of Duche there as well that confronted you guys. So it could not necessarily be connected to the gods. It could be connected to Duche's agents.
It could be.
Okay. So your passive perception kind of keeps you guys enlightened on these things. But as far as, like, if you think it could be gods, this could be an island where Dionysus has got part of his place, as far as beachfront property. It's really temperate here. It's really nice. So it could be another place for Dionysus. Could be a spot for Greyhawk himself. So Greyhawk is kind of a omnipotent god. So he's not like many of the other gods that have they actually have pictures and they can, manifest into normal people. He's more like a everything god. But this is a really nice place. It could be part of his territory. It could be part of Hephaestus. Is that saying that right?
Hephaestus.
Yeah, it could be part of his area.
Hephaestus is the god of the forge. It would be way darker if it was him.
Only if it was part of the mountain, but you're going uphill into a wooded
maybe
land.
Maybe it had like a heavy mountain in it.
Yep.
It could be in the mountain.
So there are several gods that are on this list that it could be.
There is a chance that it just teleported us to a different part of Euphrates.
Yeah, we're not sure exactly where it sends us.
Being older and more traveled, I want to look around and see if do I recognize
I guess I do the same because I'm from all over the place.
Thadeus has traveled most of Euphrates. Does he recognize, like, oh, that's Mount... What's it called?
Do an overall investigation check and just get higher than a 10.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Damn.
So you notice right away, you have been to a lot of different places being older, and you do notice right away that the way the sun looks, it looks farther away than what the sun in Euphrates looked. And so you can't imagine being anywhere on Euphrates where the sun would look that distance, but still be able to heat the planet the way that this planet is heated.
Okay.
So you assume you're not on Euphrates.
Point that out to Mal and MC. Sun looks very small.
Looks a little bright to me.
Much smaller than it normally does.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Where's Kansas? I've never been there.
I don't think we're in Cheddar anymore, boys.
Is the portal still open?
Yeah. Yep.
Do we continue or do we go back?
I'd like to take a look around. There's a path over there.
I'd do a circle.
Well, I mean, if the
looked
Scorcher's
around.
scampering off into the woods, we might as well follow him. Keep him out of trouble.
Follow the old man.
Yeah. So
well, this looks interesting.
Wandering up the path, making notes.
The trail leads into the woods. It's a pretty direct trail, but you keep a good journal of the forks in the road that you take, so you're confident you can make your way back pretty quickly, especially after learning that last time the path back from the party was way, way longer than the path to get to the party. Malphaedor recounts the story more as you guys are walking up this path on what happened, what it was like to be there. Meanwhile, the helmet keeps interrupting him, saying stuff like...
We can't hear that, so we just...
Periodically, I just sort of break when it's like, would you shut up?
On that quite peculiar situation, I do remember happenings of that time.
Let it go.
And I will tell you that your story is very much so far-fetched.
The whole time we're walking, I'm lightly playing my kazoo in the background.
Perfect. That is...
Yeah. Not quite like loud enough for people outside of like 10, 15 feet to hear, but just enough to annoy these two.
It's like some nice walking music, like the Halls of Montezuma or something.
So the trails lead. After about an hour, you come across a clearing. The clearing is covered by a dark green moss instead of a grass. In the center of a clearing lies a large iron cage with several prisoners inside.
Iron cage.
That's a fucking problem, isn't it?
What kind of prisoners?
They look like they are from Euphrates.
I have heat metal.
Well, let's not...
No.
Let's not be hasty.
Let's keep the safety on old Betsy there.
Let's see who they are first. Maybe they're supposed to be in that cage.
They'll tell me who they are if I set them on fire. I'm not walking up to the cage. It's you assholes.
Do an investigation check. I don't think I have detect magic. Just do an investigation in the area. See if I see any magic runes or any obvious traps. I rolled a 18. So yeah, I'll just look around, see if I see any runes.
I actually have detect
on
magic
the cage. Oh, okay. Well,
I'll let him do his thing. We'll see what he finds.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything magical about the cage, any traps, you don't see anything outside of just a cage.
A cage full of people.
And
how many people are in it? 10.
There
30?
are 6 people in the cage that you count as you walk and do your...
After checking the area, I'll walk back to Mal and nasty.
You do notice while you're doing your walk around, there is a log that is sitting next to a small fire, like a campfire station, and then there is an actual like cooking setup there. So you got the little upside down V with the metal rod that goes across, and then where you can hang a pot to cook and just like
is there a pot there full of human flesh?
There's no pot with human flesh here.
Okay,
in fact, the pot itself is on the ground.
Getting real tired of that shit.
What size is the pot?
It's a small pot.
Okay.
Regular size.
Shit, it's gnomes.
It's not a tiny pot. It's just a normal size
Some
pot.
alien gnomes are abducting the guys from the woods.
Oh no.
So I'll walk back to the other two, and should we talk to the prisoners?
Oh, I would.
Were you able to approach the cage?
I didn't get too close. I stayed about 30 feet back from the cage. I was just checking to see if there's any runes, defensive runes or something that is keeping us. That might hurt us if we get too close.
So I'll cast Detect Magic.
You don't sense any magic around you, but you do get that there is probably some remnants of magic for this location, where magic maybe gets used here frequently. There's nothing active right now, but you can kind of feel that aura.
A little residue.
Yep, residue that's out there.
I'll approach the cage.
Okay.
Do I see any like locks or anything of significance?
There is a lock on the door.
What would the check be to undo the lock? Is that sleight of hand?
To pick the lock?
Yeah.
I would probably say sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
But first, we should talk to them. I'm just checking in case ahead of time to make sure if I can unlock it. Cool. I asked the first person who looks at me or who's closest. What's going on? Why are you locked up?
They're all humans in here. There's 6 humans. They look you up and down.
Oh, good. They're racist.
No, they're pretty beaten. Like, they're black eyes, bloody noses. None of them have talked. Several people whimpered when you guys came around. So there's not. It seems like maybe they've seen other people and they don't want to talk. One man stands up out of the group and he says, "Are you one of them? Is this a trick?"
Who are them?
The people who brought us here. The soldiers.
Do we look like soldiers?
They were mercenaries, so really you could very easily be one of them.
I'm a goat.
I show them the insignia on my cloak.
Woman reaches up and grabs his arm and says, "They're part of the Adventurers Guild. They're not with the mercenaries."
The opposite of that, actually.
Well, we are mercenaries.
Shush.
Then can you get us out of here?
Just check some motives here.
Insight would.
That thing is insight. Okay.
I'm proficient in insight.
Yeah, make him do it.
There you go.
14. Not great.
Okay. So, I mean, it's good enough for you to think that they're
probably legitimately want out of the
scared.
cage.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna attempt to unlock the cage. I got a 12.
A 12's not gonna do it. So while you're trying right now, the guy says, "How did you guys get here?"
First things first. I'll draw my sword and take a swing at the lock.
I'm going to get out of the way. My hand is kind of on the lock right now, so I'm going to go ahead and move.
Oh, shit!
Well, I figured I would wait until you got done.
Yeah, what does that look
You're
like?
well, that's not going to work. Clang!
So MC's working on it.
I broke my lockpick, and I'm just like, ah!
So while he's fishing through his pack for another... I'll see if I can hack the lock.
Okay, so you take a swing at it. He's still really close to it.
So I get advantage?
Yes.
If you're aiming at me, you would.
Go for
Then
it.
you'll miss me. It is a stationary object, technically speaking.
It's not moving.
17.
That'll hit the lock. How much damage did you do?
Oh yeah, you got to roll.
15.
The lock is a light scratch.
No, so it takes a big chunk out of the lock, but it's not quite off.
You could probably snap it off at that point.
And MC, what do you say? He just took a giant chunk out of this lock right next to your head.
Maybe a warning next time.
I'm helping.
I'm gonna write songs of your demise.
I have Acid Splash as a cantrip.
There you go.
That's a thing. Yeah, I'll eat through that little bit that's left.
Yeah, so
There you
I'll just cast. I'll tell the prisoners to back up away from the door so they don't accidentally get acid
Just
out.
cover them in acid. Fuck you!
All right, so your acid splash hits for sure. How much damage does it do to the?
Remember, it was one of the. I haven't written down my cantrips yet.
Well, you're looking that up. The guy asked you guys how you guys got here. Are you just ignoring him?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we're not quite sure.
Yeah.
Great question. Shut up.
It's complicated.
Nice.
6 damage.
Okay, so that's enough to do it. So the lock has a giant chunk out of it, and then you splash acid on it, and the acid starts to eat away at what's left. And MC hears a click from it, and it opens
off?
up. No, it doesn't fall off, but
Oh.
it's open enough that you can now twist it and take it off.
I hit it with something.
Okay.
Poke at it with your sword.
No, my sword's very valuable. It whistles.
You guys could do a duet. Doesn't your sword whistle?
I'll use the little tough axe. I'll just kind of poke it open with that.
Okay.
Does your sword whistle constantly or only when you swing it?
As soon as it moves, it whistles.
Oh, so you could just like wander around swinging it above your head.
Oh, yeah.
And do a little duet.
Yeah, if I don't feel like playing the kazoo, I just swing the sword around. It's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
You use it like a
Conductor's baton.
Yep, it's like one of those things that has little valves along the blade, so just a constant whistle.
That super annoying toy we had when we were little, where you swung it around in the air real fast.
Yeah, but more like the noise of like the thing.
I want to slide with. Oh my god!
Yeah, that thing. That noise.
You know, most people play D&D to feel like badasses.
I already am cool.
Yeah, we're cool in real life.
I mean,
No, we're not.
We play games so we can play like derps.
I'm kind of cool in real life. I don't know about you assholes, but
Did your mom tell you that?
Okay. So the lock comes off, and the guy says, "Thank you guys. Thank you so much."
Is anyone in there look very injured?
Several of them look incredibly, like one of them has his legs like tied off with somebody else's shirt. The guy that you've been talking to has his shirt off because it looks like he's probably the one who tied off the other guy's leg from a wound that he got. A couple of them definitely have like banged up noses, broken noses, giant bruises on them. One's got some cuts on his arms that you can see.
I want to ask them where they're from.
The man says, "We're from Rilius. Some mercenaries came into our town and..."
That's where we got, that's where Tim and Terry's mom is.
Is it?
Yeah. It's also where we got Macy.
Oh.
We took out those mercenaries that were raiding the town.
Oh, yeah. How long? When was the last time you saw any of the mercenaries?
Earlier today, there were 2 of them.
Time works different. Well, I don't know this, so never
Yeah,
mind.
shut up.
How long have you been here?
We've been here for about 2
Continuity
weeks.
is trash for this already. Fucking trying to reel it in.
Metagaming.
All right. So while we plan our next move, I'll spend a few rounds trying to bind some wounds and bandage them best we can.
Okay, so as you're bandaging them and binding them...
Proficient in medicine.
Okay, Thaddeus.
Nat 20.
Nice.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, you could do it as
Yeah,
well.
I mean-
if you're both proficient, then logistically you probably both would be taking care
What's
of
Bardic
these people.
Inspiration do again? That help them out when they're doing
Allows
things
you
like
to
this?
add a D6 bonus to the
To all
dice
your
roll.
things?
To the dice roll.
I'll do that so they can heal better.
You had to keep track of how many times you use it.
Yeah, I get 3 of them.
Okay, so with his +6, that gives me a 20 also.
Okay,
To
sweet.
assist healing.
Yeah, so they do
heal the
that.
shit out of them.
I guess that helps me too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
right.
so what does your bardic inspiration look like, though? So these guys are bandaging wounds and tying up and healing. What does your bardic inspiration look like to encourage them to do a great job?
For shits and giggles, I'm rolling for performance.
Just
I get a 28.
A 28. Okay, so you are performing to present this bardic inspiration
Oh, fuck
out.
yeah. I am kazooing the shit out of this right now. I'm on top of like the nearest tree branch.
Okay.
Because I'm very short.
So you left the moss-filled clearing to go over to the tree line to get into a tree to sing them a song from your kazoo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yep,
The
yep.
acoustical ambience in the valley is great from there.
That's great.
And he knows this.
As all the tunes I'm playing are just laced with this amazing inspirational energy, giving everyone from the people who are getting healed the will to get up to these guys being able to heal them. Just inspiring them all.
What song are you playing?
It is God, well, do the licensing. I'm trying to think of a good workaround here.
Always stick to classical music. That's always safe.
No, I mean, I was going to go with the artist of choice. Maybe Gonna Not Fail You by MC Nastly.
Mick Nastly.
It's my own personal song.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, this is going great. So you're playing that music, and because you're doing so well, you are also the first to see two men walking down this path, and they pop out into the clearing.
They're inspired.
And
they're inspired to get their ass kicked.
Bardic Inspiration isn't like a blanket effect.
No.
It's for whoever I choose.
Yeah. So
it doesn't
if
work
he
on
does it on Mal and me, that's 2 of his 3 points, right?
I think he just did it on you.
Yeah, because he didn't need my stuff.
No, it was just...
He was too good to need my help.
I got lucky.
But you see them carrying a basket of potatoes and loganberries. So each man drops his corresponding basket as they see you playing, and they go to reach for their longbows, but they are so taken aback by how great you're playing this kazoo that it takes them...
How awesome I am?
It takes them just an extra minute, and in that extra minute, you can either choose to attack at them, or you can choose... They are about 30 feet from you. Or you can choose to warn your peers.
Oh, I'm going to do both at the same time. I choose Thunderclap. It'll fucking warn them.
Right you are, Mick.
So I'm going to put Thunderclap is a 15-foot cube, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of those two assholes.
Okay, so here's how the map looks for your brain skulls. You guys came up the path from the south, and that took you to the clearing where you saw the cage. In the center of the clearing was the cage. And then Mick went up to the north to the edge of the clearing to climb into the tree because that was the tallest point of this clearing so that he could play music for you guys and the give it the amphitheater effect. And so the guys that are coming down were just to, when you're looking up at Mick, they're to his right. So they are to...
Can they see? They can see me, you said, right?
So they're to
Yep.
Okay, good.
To the west?
Off to the west, then.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm going to drop an almighty thunderclap on these
And
assholes.
they're 30 feet from him, and they're about 70 feet from you guys.
So, like, me, them, you guys.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, eat dicks.
It's a constitution save from both of them, right?
Yeah, you better make that same fucker.
Well, they're big dicks.
I got a 10 and a 12.
That does not make it.
Okay, so potato guy first, and then
Potato guy.
Logan guy.
Potato Head and Logan.
Potato and Loganberry.
It's 18 damage to both of them.
Okay, they both are not amused. And everybody roll initiative. I really appreciate the fact that we're not moving along the storyline whatsoever at all.
But having fun.
I'm like, hey, I wrote about like 6 or 7 episodes worth of content for season 2. 25 episodes later.
You've unlocked bonus area.
Woo, side quest.
You know, in like Final Fantasy, you always did the side quest.
Always side quest.
Oh, yeah.
Always did the side quest before touching the main story.
I'm just amused by you guys' decision-making abilities.
Mal is first.
Okay, well, I hear this loud thunderclap off the distance and immediately see the two... Do I recognize the way they're made up? Do they remind me of the...
They're wearing Whispers uniforms.
Ah, well,
You
yeah.
recognize them as dead.
Yes.
Target 1 and Target 2, go! Eldritch Blast. Okay, well, it's 2 beams. It's 2 beams and the first one hit.
Okay. Potato guy or Loganberry?
Potato. Potato Head.
Logan or Potato?
Oh, with +7 attack, that's 16 damage. Crackling energy streaking toward him.
After Malphaedor?
Me. Thaddeus is going to... I'm going to cast Hold Person at third level. which will allow me to target both of them.
What's the range on that?
60 feet. So I'm going to move
10 feet up.
10 feet closer, and then cast Hold Person at 3rd level. So they both have to make Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, it can attack 2 people at once? Wow.
If I cast it at a higher level.
You get to choose the people?
Yeah, it's a second. It's 1 person per level. So it's a 2nd level spell. If I cast it at 4th level, I get 2 extra people.
So both Potato Guy and Loganberry fail.
They're held.
They are held. And again, for you to cast Hold Person, what was it? A flick of the wrist? Like, get off my yard?
Just a nonchalant, dismissive wave.
You're not worth my time.
So they're held, and it is their turn.
You hobbled up before you cast that spell, didn't you?
Yeah.
You like crotchety.
Hand on my back. It's kind of...
He's so busy, he's just got done healing. He's like, this is bullshit.
He's like shuffling through the
moss. I was having a
moss.
good day drinking my coffee. There's fucking portals and fucking people.
Well, for these guys,
interrupting my day.
Potato Guy and Loganberry are both staring right at McNastly, but because they can't move, they know that they got hurt by a couple of different things, and that the potatoes and Loganberries are now on the ground. But neither of them have been able to draw their weapon yet, because first they were stunned by the magnificent playing of the kazoo, and then they were frozen solid, by this old crotchety man. So that's their turn. They're going to make rolls to see if they save after their turn is done. Which Potato Guy rolled a 16.
He succeeds.
And Loganberry rolled a 9.
He fails.
So Loganberry's still full, and Potato Guy
is free to move.
He's free.
He's the most damaged too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Potato Head's hating it.
Well,
so after
Potato's
Potato,
gonna have a bad day.
it is now whose turn?
Me.
Nastly.
McNastly.
Then fuck these assholes. I'm thunderclapping them again.
How many? Is this cantrip for you?
Fuck yeah, it's a cantrip.
17 for Potato Guy.
Fucker.
And 13 for Loganberry.
Logan gets hit.
How much for?
13 damage.
Jeez.
And then I still have another turn left to attack or run away. And
Well, casting a spell is your attack. Is your standard
That's one action.
yeah, I get 2 attacks.
That's for 2 melee attacks. A spell always is one
I
action.
can't use my other melee.
Mhm. But you can still run away. You wouldn't be able to use a melee anyways. You are 30 feet away from them.
Fuck that guy. Let's see. Is there anything I can do? Can I whistle? Let's see.
You can get down from the tree.
Why?
I don't know. I was just saying you could.
They can't stab me if I'm a tree.
They've got longbows.
Oh, did you say Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I climbed up the tree. And I get behind the tree, so they can't shoot me with their bows.
Partial cover.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
I guess I could have just gone to the other side of the tree and stayed up, but fuck them. I don't care.
After McNastly. Back over to Malphaedor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to take a position near Thadeus, between them and Thadeus. So if they break out the bows, it offers him some sort of protection.
Okay.
And I'll fire another Eldritch Bolt.
Okay.
Both bolts going at Potato Head.
So Thadeus moved 10 feet to get within range, so you moved 15 feet to get 5 feet in front of him. Okay.
That works. That'll also allow him to take advantage of my aura of protection. Oh, shit.
Did you do more than 1 damage?
Yeah, max damage on both of them. 17 times 2.
34.
Was it all to one person? Or
Yeah, both to Potato Head.
17 times 2?
34 damage.
34 to Potato Head.
Tell us what happens, because Potato Head.
Potato Head's no head, man.
So as I set up shop in front of offering Thadeus some protection, I muster the dark, crackling energy and blast an Eldritch Blast in each of his eyes. And just let it roll around inside his skull until he drops.
Not dark at all.
No, not at all. And then I grin slightly.
Your helm says,
Oh, Malphaedor, Eldritch Blast. How positively, absolutely elementary.
I just don't... You know that was good.
all right,
It's Thadeus. So he's still held. We should keep him alive. Actually keep him alive this time.
Fine.
Find out where we are. Find out what's going on. Why they have the prisoners.
Well, we only needed the one guy to do that, so...
Right.
Well, that works for you guys. I can't hear this. I'm going to kill that bitch. So,
can confirm.
Well,
yep, I'm like 30 feet from you, asshole. So I don't know
Roger
what's
that.
going on.
you are more than 30
I'm
feet
like 50
from them.
feet from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so I'm... Do I have...
And you're hiding behind a tree.
Yeah. Just doing
You have rope?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone has rope.
I don't have any rope.
You have an adventure pack, right?
If
There's
I
rope
do, I
in
didn't
that.
write it down. I know.
Oh,
I didn't write down that I have one. I assume
He's got
I
a
have-
wizard pack. All it is a wand inside a bag. Like, what the fuck's this?
I got a bag of beans. That's what I got. So I'm going to ask Mal for his rope and start shuffling towards Loganberry guy to tie him up.
The
Okay.
most intimidating things, little old man.
So after your turn, Loganberry guy gets to see about his save.
Yeah.
Loganberry guy rolls a 13, which is not enough.
Not
so
enough.
he's still he just
held.
watches his friend get his eyeballs zapped out and fall to the ground in front of him with eyeball holes, smoke coming out of them.
Purple
and he's,
smoke coming out of the eyeball.
And even though he's being held, he vomits a little bit and stuff.
But he can't open his mouth because he's frozen, so it's like...
So it shoots out his nose.
And he can't even swallow it, so it's just sitting in his mouth now.
He's
Wow.
slightly aspirating.
Back over to McNastly's turn.
Is he wearing any metal?
Yes, he's wearing a half plate armor.
It takes 10 minutes to take armor off. I want to point this out. I'm actually not going to do that because it's a higher level spell. I'm going to hit him with Vicious Mockery, though. Which
It's a
is
save, right?
yes.
That's a fail.
Cool. He has disadvantage on his next attack. Should he get one?
And he's taking psychic damage.
Yeah, so he takes 12 damage. Psychic.
So what did that look like?
So what it is basically I just start berating him for having Logan berries. Like, Logan berries are the only berries you have? Just keep fucking going at him. And basically it melts his brain. It's very unfortunate for this man.
You shred his self-esteem.
Yeah, just destroying it.
Malphaedor and Thaddeus can take full actions to get to him.
Yeah, so we walk up to him and start tying him up.
Yep.
All while I'm just cussing this man out.
Yes.
I don't know what they're up to, so I'm just sitting in the back.
See, if you had actual berries, you wouldn't have got caught like this. You suck. You're a disgrace.
No one likes Logan berries.
He is tied up, and he still doesn't make a save, so you guys have a full 12 seconds at this point to tie him up.
Okay, so once he's tied up, I'll just stop concentrating on the spell. And
remove all of his weapons and all that good stuff.
I'm going to walk up
once he's
at this
secure.
point. What are we going to do with him, guys?
Put him in the cage.
In the cage. Can I heat the cage?
We destroyed the lock.
After we talk,
Yes.
after we talk to,
It's just
After
a
we-
box now.
after we talk to him, you can probably do whatever you want.
Good.
Have we gone full murder hobo at this point?
No, we rescued the...
I mean, I'm chaotic neutral. I do what I want. I just like to do stuff. We
rescued everybody
I
in
have
the
no
cage.
reason not to.
So we'll usher all the prisoners out of the cage.
Yep.
And put him in the cage.
Okay.
And then we just question.
and just leave him tied, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're not going to untie him. We destroyed the lock.
Ooh, let's actually dangle him from the top of the cage.
Okay.
By what?
By the rope.
Yeah. Where? Just the whole body?
Is there a roof to the cage?
Yeah, it's like a metal
So
flat
you gotta
top
wrap
to
the
the...
Run the rope
around
up,
the
up
cage.
through it. And
Okay.
Through the bars.
yeah, just run it through and hoist him up, tie it off.
Okay.
Keep him from...
So we're crucifying this man.
that way he
No,
won't
we're
know
not
that there's no lock on the cage
Nailing
door.
him to anything. We're just hanging him there.
Right. I didn't say crucify him.
He did.
No, that's how blood flow works. When you crucify someone, they die because of blood flow
Yeah.
goes to their feet. Yep, it's not important. Continue.
Season 3's gotten dark.
I'm just saying he's gonna have a hard time with his blood flow. He's not gonna feel good in about 20 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay,
We got 20
all right.
minutes to question him then.
Okay.
So go ahead. You're the evil paladin now.
So as he's dangling, slightly spinning inside the cage.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine that scene from Thor where he's hanging there trying to talk to the
Talking to
guy.
Surtur.
Yeah. And he's like, wait, hold on.
Wait.
I'm coming around.
Honestly, I'm not even doing this. Yeah, I had the same mental image too. So, says, where is Duche at?
I could not tell you. I don't know.
I have a spell for this.
This is Walmart Brilliant Voldemort? What the fuck is that?
I'm running out of voices.
It's weird all my characters sound the same.
I know, right? Old, young, different animal races.
Turtles, cats, humans.
Oh, I bet I don't have it anymore.
Looking for Zone of Truth?
Yeah.
I think that was the cleric that had that.
No, I had it too, but I think it went away when I flipped over to Oathbreaker. That was one of my
paladin
divine abilities. Yeah, so I'll just have to go with regular persuasion, which is a +8.
Okay.
Try to interrogate him.
That's all.
Get some. So, where is this place?
The place we're in right now?
Yes.
Emaina Black, also known as the Other World.
Oh, fuck, we're dead.
How did you get here?
Through a portal that Duche made for us.
How many else are there here?
Right now, just the two. Well, I guess just me.
That's right. Where are these people from?
They are from Euphrey, a city there called Rilius.
Why did you capture them?
We took the city a long time ago with Whispers and Temple. Laid the city to waste, killed a bunch of people, recruited a handful more, and these were some people we had hoped to be recruits.
Where is Temple?
Temple, I don't know. Whispers went back to his tower, and I think Temple was going to take a boat somewhere.
Boat? Does she live on an island?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know where her hideout is.
Do you know much about her at all?
No, they don't. The lieutenants don't talk much with us.
How are you going to get back?
He opens his mouth to say something, but then closes his mouth quietly.
I reach up and I grab him by the throat. I suggest you answer my question.
There's a ring in my pocket.
Thaddeus.
I'll fish around his pocket and take the ring out.
Okay, so as you're fishing around, he goes,
That tickles. Stop.
I squeeze.
you find the ring and you pull it out, and it has
the same design on it as the amulet?
It has the same design as the amulet, only it's not as strong as the amulet. So you can tell from the magical aura that it's a very smaller, dimmed down version.
Does your former companion have a ring also?
Yes.
I bound over to the eyeless man of the potatoes and take his ring.
Yep.
I also check the rest of his body while I'm there.
He just has a longbow and the potatoes.
I'll take the potatoes.
Fair enough. Making some mash.
Yep.
So you don't know where Temple is. You don't know where Duche is. Whisper's already been killed.
He has?
Yes. My friend here killed him himself.
The one that has his hand on your throat.
I wasn't there, but from what I heard, it was very easy for him. So
I actually still have his tongue somewhere.
Gonna make a necklace out of that.
You guys are good guys?
Not good, but better.
Okay.
We're good at what we do.
So, what are you going to do with me?
Depends. What are you gonna do for us?
apparently he doesn't know anything. So I say we just...
So he's no longer of use to us.
Leave him hanging here.
We should, leave him for his previous... the people who he previously captured to deal with.
No, we need to take them back.
Oh, but they can choose his fate briefly. I'm going to cook some potatoes.
I just let him go and let him spin and walk away.
Okay.
Let the prisoners...
The prisoners, they don't want to mess with him.
They don't want to do anything.
Mm-mm.
All right, so we'll just let him hang there.
Okay,
we didn't kill him.
Yeah, good job. So, you guys go to leave, I assume.
Yeah.
Do we want to?
Where were they coming from? Was
the
there
path that came from the
trail?
south. It continued up through the clearing, essentially.
Yeah. The place I kept thunder striking. So
yeah, essentially.
When he said we're the other world, Have I read anything about the other world?
Make a history check.
History? Which? Jesus. 10.
You've heard of the other world, but you don't know.
I haven't done any research on it or anything. Okay.
17.
17?
Yeah.
So you, as a paladin, Malphaedor...
I'm actually proficient in history.
But I rolled a 4.
Gotcha.
You have done a lot of research into different gods and different realms and the homes of the gods, and you didn't really recognize Otherworld as much as you did Emain Ablak, which you know to be the home of the god Mananan Maclear.
Ah. Isn't he the god of travel and something or other?
He is the god of oceans and sea creatures.
Yeah, I wasn't even close. Malphaedor's smarter than I am.
Yeah. He's a warrior and a king of otherworld gods, and often interpreted as a sea god.
Mananan Maclear, god of oceans and sea creatures. Got it.
All right. So
Nice. Well, I have nothing else to do here. I have cooked my potatoes.
You rolled a 17, you said?
Yes.
You also know that Mananan, if you were to see him, carries a very powerful sword called Fraggle, also known as...
Excuse me. Did you just say Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock!
The great sword Fraggle Rock.
What does Fraggle Rock do?
Also known as the Answerer, and he typically has a cloak of invisibility.
He could be right here.
So wait, we have to fight fucking Harry Potter?
No, Fraggle Rock.
And that's not someone you want to fight.
No.
Considering it's a god.
It's a god.
Yes.
We definitely
and I'm familiar with
We're a little low level for that.
And in a metagame sense, I'm familiar with that blade, and I don't want to fuck with him at all.
I guess we can
Yeah, let's go back.
try activating the amulet again.
I wonder if...
So do our
I wonder if he would ever loan that out for a quest.
You'd have to go find him first.
No.
And then hope he didn't kill you just because he's bored.
Am I that arrogant?
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Do our rings work the same way his amulet works then? Do we just go like word
Potato salad.
that one?
You're opening another portal instead of going back to the
Not
other?
yet.
Oh.
We're discussing.
Yeah, just like does it do the thing in the same way? How does that go? Do I have to roll
The
for that?
rings you just picked up?
Yeah.
You don't know what they do.
You'll have to get them looked at when we get somewhere.
It uses traces of the same school of magic that the amulet has, but
Okay.
you don't know that it works the same way that the amulet does.
I won't put it on then.
Do we want to keep looking around, or ready to take these people back home?
I'm torn.
I mean, just point them in the way of the portal and then we can do other things.
Let's give you guys... The other people are healing up and resting up anyways before they can make a trek back down to the beach, because you guys walked for an entire hour through a dense forest. So you guys give them a short rest, so at least an hour, right?
Short rest.
To recoup back for you, let them heal up a little bit, and then you guys can decide to go from there. So let's take a little bit break, and we'll come back for the next episode.
Okay. Awesome.
Fraggle Rock.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.